everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's question is one I hear all the time. How do I start a career in cybersecurity, especially if I don't have a technical background? If you've ever felt stuck because you are not a hacker or a programmer, this is for you. I want you to see that cybersecurity is so much bigger than hacking, and there is a huge side of it called governance, risks, and compliance, or GRC, where curiosity and critical thinking matter even more than technical skills when you are just starting out. Let's get this clear. Cybersecurity is all about protecting data. It's about making sure the right people have access and the wrong people don't. It's about asking what could go wrong, how likely it is, and what do we do about it. And finally, it's about proving you did what the law and industry standards expect you to do. That's the heart of GRC. So how do you start? The first thing is to build the right mindset. Stay curious. Keep asking questions and never assume you know everything. Curiosity is your powerhouse in this field. Understand what you are protecting. What is data? Think about a hospital. They have patient records, prescriptions, insurance information. It's all about sensitive data that must be protected. An online store protects customer names, addresses, and credit card numbers. A school protects students' grades, medical notes, and contact info. No matter what industry you look at, data is the thread that ties all together. Your first goal is to see data as an asset, something valuable that people will try to misuse or steal. Then think about risk. Risk is just the probability that something bad could happen. What will go wrong if that data is lost, stolen, or exposed? Who wants it? What would they do with it? And how much damage could it cause? That's where risk management comes in. Your job is to help the organization see those risks, measure them, and reduce them as much as possible. Next is compliance. This is where all the frameworks and standards come in. Think of it like the rule book for how to protect data. You might have heard of HIPAA for healthcare, PCI DSS for credit card processing, GDPR for any company that handles data from people in the EU or European Union, NIST 853 for federal agency, or ISO 20701, which is a global standard for information security. All these frameworks exist to help organizations manage risk and protect data in structured way. Where do you find these documents? A lot of them are free. You can get the full NIST publications at the NIST.gov. PCI DSS documents are on PCISecurityStandard.org, and GDPR is available through official EU website. HIPAA summaries are at hhs.gov. ISO 20701 does cost money to buy officially, but there are plenty of free guides, mappings, and checklists online that can help you understand the basics. Don't try to read everything word for word in one setting. You will burn out fast. Start with the executive summary or an overview guide. Look up frequently asked questions, download a checklist, and pick one framework each month. Understand who it applies to, what data it protects, what it says about controls and policy, and what can happen if organization doesn't comply. Keep asking yourself good questions. What happens if a company isn't compliant? Who gets fined? Who loses their job? What does non-compliance hurt the company's reputation? How can you help prevent that? That's curiosity. The habit of asking what if is what makes you valuable in GRC. It's not about memorizing every control. It's not about knowing where to find the information and how to use it. Or it's all about knowing where to find the information and know how to use it. Let me give you a real example. Imagine you work for an online store that uses a third-party payment processor. If that vendor isn't compliant with PCI and gets breached, your customer credit card could be stolen. Your company would be on the hook for fines, lawsuits, and reputational damages. In GRC role, your job might be to check that vendors' compliance certificates, read their security policy, ask for evidence like SOC 2 reports, and write a simple risk report to share with leadership. No coding at all, no hacking, just good questions, good documentation, and common sense. So what practical goals should you set for yourself? Understand how data flow through an organization. Pick an industry you like, healthcare, retail, finance, and map out the kinds of data they have and how they protect it. Learn the language. Look up definitions of words like risk, threat, vulnerability, control, audit, and compliance. Practice explaining them in simple words to a friend or family member. Read at least one regulation summary a week. Write down 3 things you've learned from it. Watch the news. Every time there is a breach, ask yourself, what failed? What control was missing? What policy wasn't followed? How could that risk have been managed better? Connect with real people. Join LinkedIn groups. Follow people who work in GRC and attend free webinars. There are so many people willing to answer questions and share real examples if you show you are genuinely curious. Be patient but stay consistent. Many people think they need a fancy certification right away. No. But the truth is, companies look for people who think critically, ask smart questions, and understand how the pieces fit together. That's curiosity, and your habit of doing the research will set you apart. And that's exactly why we provide hands-on GRC training for people like you, so you can take what you are reading and turn it into real experience with scenarios, templates, and practical exercises. It's one thing to know what PCI says. It's another to practice how to review a vendor's security documents, write a risk statement, and answer an auditor's questions. That's where the confidence comes from. So, how do you start in cybersecurity? You stay curious. You read. You ask good questions. You connect the dots between data, risk, and compliance, and you keep practicing. If this was helpful, drop a comment with your questions. If you are ready to turn this curiosity into real skill, check out our training. I am rooting for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.